Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep, then hold it there. Om. 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 Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Yo Anta Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Tasuptam Sanjeevayatyahila Shakti Dharaswadhamna अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणां नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं प्राणां नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् समचरण सरोज सान्द्र नीलाम्बुदाभम् जघन निहित पाणिम् मण्डनं मण्डनानाम् तरुण तुलसी माला कंधरं कञ्जनेत्रं सदय धवल हासं विठ्ठलं चिन्तयामि विठ्ठलं चिन्तयामि. Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Eknathi Bhagawat session. This is our second week, sixth day. We have finished first 92 points, ovis. And we are seeing how highest Vedanta is being said in such subtle and such ease by Maharaj Ji when he's just offering his namaskaras. He is giving all the doership to the saints, to Ma Saraswati, while he is doing, and he has voiced his feeling that he's not the one who is doing. So his state where he's one with the Lord is being expressed in words which rarely anybody can do so well as Maharaj Ji has written. We are going to go further from 93rd point today. And if any time you want me to slow down the reading, please let me know. So, 93rd point. In this grand enjoyment of being a servant, though being finally free, Narad sings and dances. And because of this joy only, sages like Shuka and Sanaka, etc., have become the devotees of the reality of the self, Swarupa. So here we are talking of the saints. We have to not forget the chain of a thought. So Naradji, Sanak Muniji, they are of the highest status, Devarshis and Maharshis and all. But what they do eventually, though they are one and they are realized, still they go and sing Lord's name only. And that means that's why they have been mentioned as servants only. So they don't call themselves as God. These are great rishis. So we have to keep that chain of thought. The saints' namaskaras is happening, and Maharajji, Eknath Maharajji, is describing their or he's offering his pranams to them. 94. When there is a high tide in ocean, a creek area is also filled with its water. Similarly, God had given me godhood and made me his own devotee, or really speaking, the devotee of Atman. 95. The sea and the river have in them the same water. But where the river meets the sea, the beauty is something quite different. Similarly, when devotion is offered to God while maintaining unity with Him, the joy of that bhajan is doubled. So beautiful. 96. The left and the right are the two sides of one body. and both the names are applied to the body only. Similarly, though there is apparent division between the God and the devotee, it is true that in the God, the unity of both is experienced. Amazing. 97. Similarly, the Guru Janardana has honored me as one belonging to himself and has turned me into a devotee in the state of unity. But he himself is handling me, using me by giving me incentive to my body, speech, and mind. Beautiful. 98. The same Janardana has become the mouth of my mouth, is standing in person before me, and he himself is developing in me the power of discrimination, viveka, and is getting the meaning of the book written through me. 99. But his acts are wonderful. He has put my name in the verses, and this has left no scope for his name being a cause of pride. 100. Listening to this, he was satisfied and said, "Congratulations, you are truly a statue of self devotion. And because of that devotion, the secret meaning is expressed by your mouth." 101. Is it praise or argument? Is it introduction to the book or self knowledge? Is it literally science or satisfaction? One cannot know what it is. 102. Each and every word which you are using in the discrimination of naked discernment, it gives extraordinary contentment to contentment. 103. Whatever words come out of your mouth, immediately find agreement with the heart of the saints. The blue beetles of aspirants who desire freedom will keep hovering and singing around your speech. 104. As the beginning of the book has become very beautiful, persons who are free, who aspire for freedom, those who are earnest students of spirituality, and those who are simple worldly people, all the four categories of people will enjoy the happiness for their reality only through listening. 105. The land, that is the present book, has, by sprinkling of the nectar of your talk, become full with sprouts of discrimination and bearing fruits, is really replete with accomplishments of literature. 106. It is as if the lifeless has got soul, or the Siddha has again achieved Siddhi, or a faithful wife has got a very rich and virtuous husband. 107. Having become overjoyed by these remarks of the saints, I exclaimed, "Sirs, is it all right? I will happily and easily explain the meaning of the book by the grace of your feet." Thus spoke Sri Eknath, who further describes 108. At the time of building of a setu, a path on the sea, it was by the blissful glance of Sri Ram that the boulders floated over the surface of the sea. Or it was by the order of sage Vasishtha that his robe was brilliant in the solar orbit. 109. Or by the rice charged with the power of the mantra of the Rishi Yajnavalkya, even to a dry stick of wood, new leaves sprouted, or the king Dharmaraja made the dog that accompanied him eligible to enter the heaven. 110. Similarly, the publication of the book with my name as author is indicative of the glory and the power of the order given by my Guru. 111. When we see the positions of stars and planets as based on the word Eka and Ekadasha, it is one and the same, and it is the totality, and as the totality is seen in the one, then its value is 10 becomes 10 times more than that of 1. 112. When 1 is added after 1, it is 11. And therefore, the one, Ekanatha, is easily inspired to write the book. 113. Then, What is already beautiful is more beautified. And by mentally conceiving everything as one, I start the book in which the Guru Janardana, by making me Eknath, the commentator, is fulfilling everything. We go further now. 114. Now, after seeing the end of 10th skandha, that is that division of the book, of the whole Purana, the Lord of the world himself has started the beginning of 11th skandha, which is the beginning of this great volume, 115. Therefore, this commentary on the 11th skandha is being written by Ekanath, on the 11th day of the month, and I'm on Ekadashi, and I'm sure that in its uniqueness, the commentary will be able to enjoy the happiness of oneness and aloneness. 116. Now, I bow to you, Vyasa, Valmiki, and Bhargava, who is called Ushana, Shukra in Puranas, who are all great poets. 117. I pray them that they may see to the completion of this book, for which they should, by their knowledge, sharpen my intellect. 118. I also bow to great scholarly Sri Shankaracharya to help me explain the meaning of the book, because it is he who is giving less importance to the ceremonial aspect of religion and has spread the light of the sun of knowledge all over the world. 119. I also offer salutations to the commentator, Sri Bhagawat, Sridhar, whose commentary is having deep meaning. So Sridhar commentary, we all know Purana is the best commentary. 120. I also bow to various other commentators, poets, and intellectuals having the power of knowing right and wrong, and request them to turn their attention towards listening to the commentary, which I am going to speak. 121. Further, I bow before the Prakrit poets of great name and fame, like Sri Nivrittinatha, Jnaneshwara, Namdev, and Changdeva, who are very fortunate to have received the great blessings of their Guru. 122. I put my head with a sense of respect and unity, with great devotion, at the feet of those poets mentioned above, reading of whose book gives knowledge to common people. 123. One question comes before my mind. They call Sanskrit poets as great poets and Prakrit writers small poets. Prakrit writers are the regional writers who don't use Sanskrit but the regional or the local language. Why is it so? For among the flowers of gold, how can we call some as new and some as old? 124. Is the milk of Kapila cow only milk and that of other cows only water? Actually, both the milk samples are white and sweet alike. 125. Similarly, what meaning one grasps from Sanskrit language is also equally understood in Marathi language. So why should one not give proper status to Marathi? Where is the hitch? 126. When a king goes to a forest and sits at a place, his servant will respect that place as worth the honor. If the servants will not go there to serve the king, he will definitely punish them. 127. Or if a king marries a girl from a poor family and a girl from rich family, both of them are equal rank after marriage. 128. The names of ordinary articles useful in family life are different in various languages, but the names of Sri Ram and Sri Krishna, etc., which are proper names, are changed because of the change in language. 129. If Sanskrit is the language of gods, does it mean that Marathi is the language of robbers? So put aside these fruitless arguments born out of illusion and pride. It has no meaning. 130. In short, the story of the Lord may be in Sanskrit language or Marathi language. Everybody will agree that it is decidedly sacred only. 131. Now, I'll bow to the father of my grandfather, Sri Bhanudas, because it is by his merit of devotion that a family lineage has become very dear to the Lord. 132. Sri Bhanudas was so great that in his childhood only he worshipped the sun god, and the god was pleased with him, and it is he who became the son of knowledge, and dropping all sense of pride, he became very pure by grace of God. Apparently, today over here is Aditya Puja Day in Kerala, and just a neighboring temple has celebrated. They worship the sun god, and they have some special puja appam they call, which is made only on this Aditya Puja Day. So it's something when I'm reading that the worship sun god. So something on the 10th Medham. So that is the calculation for the Aditya Puja over here. Medham is that when the month starts, the new year starts, that's from the Vishu. The 10th day is what is for Aditya Puja is there. So at the noon time, the puja in the hot sun, and they offer the appam to Lord Sun. So something very unique that I have seen of this village over here. Okay, let's go ahead. That's the sun god puja. 133. It is Sri Bhanudas to see whose poetic creation, the Lord Vitthal, had himself appeared as an image in the darkness of night when his luminous earrings were visible as they shone in his ears. 134. The son of Sri Bhanudas was Chakrapani, and the son of Chakrapani was Surya. To the birth of Surya, Sri Bhanudas left his physical body. 135. By the brilliant ojas of Surya, his wife Rukmini gave birth to me, and therefore Rakhumai is virtually my own mother. So Vitthal Rakhumai when they say, so he's saying Rakhumai is my own. 136. I have thus paid my respects to my ancestral lineage before beginning this book, and now I say that it is my great fortune that I am born in the Kula family of Vaishnavas. 137. In this family of Vaishnavas, many great devotees from ancient times like Narada, Prahlada, Sanaka, and others, Uddhava, Akrura, Shuka, Vasishtha, were born and have become respectable throughout the world. 138. All of these are always attentive to the meaning of such religious books, and therefore it is that I have bowed to the whole succession of these great men at the beginning of this book. 139. Now I bow to sage Vishwamitra, in whose Gotra I am born. He is another Brahma because he created another Srishti world. By his seership, the Gayatri Mantra has assumed great importance. 140. I pay my homage and respect to Rishi Yadvalkya, who has explained the meaning of Upanishads, and he inspires all poets by his nectar-like blessings. 141. Now I offer my greetings to all the beings in nature, because by their help only I've been able to have friendship with the God. And this beginning of this book is completed satisfactorily. 142. Now I bow to Bhagavan Dattatreya, who is the teacher of all the teachers and who has inspired me to write this book so that his teaching can be explained to all. 143. It is he who shows me the words, lightens me as regards the meaning of the words, and by giving me position of the speaker, encourages me to speak. 144. He says that Srimad Bhagavat is the heart's secret of God, and he whose mind will be always fixed in that God will get it and understand it. 145. This divine wisdom, which is more ancient than Kalpa, the great dispensation, was taught to the most intelligent Brahmadev, the creator, in order that the creator should be rich with self-knowledge, which wisdom was confined to only for Vedas. I think we can stop over here for today. Any thoughts anybody would like to share?
Varshaji, I think he's actually giving up the ownership of being the person, writing it, because he has offered all his actions to the saints and the sages and the gurus. And
Yes.
And today, actually, I was reading Sai Satcharitra, the first, and over there also, the author Hemant Pant, he says that actually, even though I'm writing it, it is Sai himself who is actually writing everything, his own autobiography. So I was thinking, it's almost similar what Eknath also has said in the previous, offering everything.
I think that's the nature of the nature of the saint, where they don't call themselves saint, and they always call themselves the most insignificant being, and every credit is given to only Guru. And that's what he said. Janardana, the Eka Janardana is blessing. And he has made sure in my mind my name doesn't come, or through my handwriting, he has put my name into it. Like that he's saying, though the Guru is doing. So I think there are so many indications for us to show that how the Ahankara has to dissolve, right? We can't. One project goes to somebody, it's impossible. Our credit, we only have to. Okay. If a wife has cooked something, she would like that credit, not to mother-in-law. Right. Every work we do, we have our name attached to it. And we like that. Any donation we give something bigger, we would like our name flashing over there. If some place is given, if whatever, one stupa, one pillar, one vessel, we like our name on that. This is a fact. And if somebody is not given that respect to us, we feel insulted that I gave and it's not called. So dissolving ahankara is like, I don't know, it's one Herculean task. And saints come in our lives like this to show that how not an iota of sadness also they feel or force they feel. And it is so natural for them that it is completely surrender. So some good reminders, and today's points were like, my God, another set of pearls Eknathi has put in his ovis. And see, now we are reading this in English. He said about Marathi. So what difference does it? Will it change anything? So that's what Gurudev did. So when Gurudev did his first talk in Pune, which is like an Orthodox Brahmin's place, and he's delivering it in English, and Upanishad is going. It was like a lot of, it is against the current. But now you see, because of that start, now we have such English commentary so freely. But what he did at that time was against the current. Now we just can't imagine how. So saints know, the realized masters know what is needed, and they come to us like this in different ways to show us. We should just be open and free enough for that to sink in us. It's coming to us. We should know that it is coming to us. Any more thoughts? Good. So we pause over here, and then tomorrow we'll continue from 146. Very interesting. And then as you get comfortable, let me know, because it's not one person reading. Everybody should take turns to read and give your opinion also, whatever it is, if you're getting comfortable. So we'll end today's session. Keep your spine straight, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Oh. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु Hari Om, everyone. Thank you for joining. Let's continue tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Hari Om. Thank you, Ji.
Hari Om.